Hi, I'm Paul Winchell with a new beard, and oh, have I got a secret.
From Hollywood, the show that reveals all, I've Got a Secret. And now let's meet the star of I've Got a Secret, Steve Allen.
Good evening. Welcome to I've Got a Secret. Tonight's panelists are a wild group. Very funny lady, great gamester or gamstress, Pat Carroll. His Eminence, Henry Morgan. A bright and beautiful dramatic star, Anita Gillette. And the affable and almost unflappable and unbaffleable Richard Dawson. There's our panel for you. And now, let's see if we can find a contestant and get the game going. A little wave as he came up. What's your name, young man?
Skipper Goebel.
Skipper Goebel. Can I get you a little closer to that?
Okay.
Yep, that boy. How old are you?
11.
11. And where do you live?
In Tehachapi, California.
Okay. Panel, Skipper's secret concerns something that you and he are both going to do. Isn't that nice to know? It involves a type of animal. Skipper, if you'll whisper your secret to me, we'll let the audience know what it is. Uh-huh. The audience knows the secret now, of course, panel. It concerns, as I say, something you are going to be doing involving an animal. We'll start the questioning, fittingly enough, with Richard Dawson.
Well, you certainly know an animal when you see one. Skipper, is this an animal we would find at home, a domestic animal?
No.
Would we find it in the zoo?
Yes.
Would it be an animal from exotic lands?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I find that a little difficult to believe. Would it be a kangaroo?
No.
It's the only animal I know from exotic lands. You've got me there, Skip.
How would you like to try to feed a kangaroo? Think of that. You'd have to get up on a pretty high ding-dong. Okay, 1 down and 3 to go. Pat?
Can you be in the office at 9?
I thought this was it. Pat?
Skipper, would this animal be warm-blooded?
Yes.
Is it a snake-type thing?
No.
Because count me out if it is. Anything to do with insects?
No.
It's a mammal.
Yes.
Yes.
Would it be a freshwater-type mammal, like a porpoise?
It'll drink anything,
No.
but... no, it's not a porpoise.
Is it furry?
Yes.
Is it of the bear-type thing? Huge, big?
Well, sort of.
Not of the
Sort
bear
of?
type.
Not
if
of the bear type, no.
No. 2 down. Henry Morgan.
Doc, is this animal usually considered, when you say a wild animal, would you think of this?
Yes. It's sort of wild.
I'm shaking my head and he's saying yes. It could go either way. Some of them are wild, some of them are rather nice.
That's the dumbest thing. Very nice.
I think most of them are...
When you get to know them, you
Yes.
get to live. Yeah.
Yes. No, I think they're mostly
with a nose job.
They're mostly domesticated.
Okay, let's do this intelligently, right? Is it bigger than a dog?
Yes.
A big dog.
Yes.
Is it bigger than a horse?
Yes.
At a certain stage, yes.
Is this of the elephant family?
No.
What's so funny is bigger than a horse, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of much.
When I laugh, I'm often laughing at a joke I don't bother to tell you about.
And I want to thank you very much.
3 down. Anita?
It's bigger than a horse, though.
Yes.
Yes.
Does it have a long neck like a giraffe?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Is it a giraffe? I mean, it has a long neck.
A longish, it's longer than a hockey puck. I mean,
What else has a long neck?
everything is relative.
Besides Richard, what has a long neck? Let's see. I'm thinking of people with long necks.
Abe Lincoln had a long neck.
Did he have a hockey puck?
Edna May Oliver had a long neck, remember?
But it's furry, not feathers, right? Fur.
No feathers.
No feathers, it's got fur.
It's a long-necked
long-necked furry
bird.
animal.
Right.
I can't think of a thing.
No, Skipper's secret here, bless his little heart.
Is it a camel?
Yes, that's what it is.
A
It's
camel?
Yeah.
And you may now wonder what you're going to do with a camel.
Well, I'm not going to walk a mile with one, I'll tell you.
Ride between the humps.
Huh?
We're gonna ride between the humps.
Okay, but that'll have to come some other time, because what you're going to do now is to bottle feed a camel as we move along. And we're going to
put the last straw on it?
Yeah. I understand that your parents raised camels. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but beat 'em.
Why did they do a thing like that?
You raise them and sell them to zoos.
Sell them to zoos. What does a good 1973 camel go for? In good condition. What's it cost?
Males are $1,800 and females are $2,000.
Hey, women's lips should be glad to hear about that. All right, panelists, if you'll all step into the camel feeding area here, we will get to it.
Oh, I thank you.
Do you remember Rudolph Valentino?
Aren't they adorable little critters? The lady,
You've done with Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh, hello.
the lady over there in the plaid coat is Mrs. Goebel, who is Skip's mother. And how old are these camels, Mrs. Goebel?
My camel hates me.
Between 2 and 3 weeks.
This one.
They're
There
just
you
between
go.
2 and 3 weeks old. Aren't they the cutest little things?
What kind of stuff is this in here?
What are we feeding them?
Calf starter.
Huh?
Calf starter.
Calf starter.
Oh, calf
Oh,
starter.
I've had that on the rocks. It's
Take a close-up
marvelous.
of the calf. It should start any moment.
Oh,
And the
yes.
fetlock.
Whoops.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, this is beautiful.
What's this one's name, Skip?
Oh, just any old name. Blackie.
Blackie. All right. For those of you with color television, make up your own name. That's all right.
Why don't you come out here?
What does a camel weigh at this stage? And why am I asking a question like that?
Why am I doing?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Don't drink the bottle, darling. He's got the whole bottle down.
What do they weigh at this point?
I don't think mine's
100
getting
pounds.
100 pounds. And what will they weigh fully grown?
103.
Get out of here.
About 2,400.
2,400. Why are you laughing at that, Henry?
Well, I got to tell you the truth. I have never done this before.
Do you think you'll ever do it again?
Yeah, I probably will. It grows on you, you know.
Get to the end of the milk because this one is rapidly getting to the end.
No.
No?
Do you have to burp them then? Yeah.
This is
Are
the
you
winner.
sure?
This
The
one.
winner with an empty bottle.
Here's your winner.
This is how you elongate their neck.
More for you. I'm sorry.
Well, it just so happens we don't have any more time for camel feeding, but you've done a wonderful job, panel.
Try this
And
one.
with the panel and the camel, we'll be right back.
I've Got a Secret will continue in just 1 minute.
Now let's meet our next guest. What is your name, sir?
Ralph Baker.
Ralph Baker. And what do you do for a living, Mr. Baker?
I'm a professor.
Dr. Baker. And with what university are you?
Colorado State University.
Colorado State. Dr. Baker, panel, as I happen to know, the sound you may be hearing at home is a camel thinking it over.
Sure.
Anyway, he is a professor of botany and plant pathology at Colorado State, and his secret concerns a very unusual fertilizer. There's no connection with our earlier guest spot. A remarkable fertilizer that is seriously being used on plants such as this little baby corn plant you see here. Doctor, if you'll whisper to me what that fertilizer is, we'll let the audience know. Dr. Baker's Secret Panel, it sounds like the name of a movie, Dr. Baker's Secret Panel, concerns what is being used as fertilizer in his experiments with plants. And we'll start the questioning with Henry Morgan.
Well, Doctor, the first thing that occurs to me is this fertilizer live?
No.
Oh, dear.
What's the second thing that occurs to you?
The second thing that occurs to me, I shouldn't have asked the first thing that occurred to me. That it's what we usually think of as inorganic,
Yes.
like rock.
Could be.
Am I in the area?
In the ballpark.
In the ballpark. Should I simplify it like carbon or iron? go for elemental things like that?
It's not one thing.
Is it a substance that I would know by a single name?
Yes.
And you say rock is in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. Boy, bong.
One down, three to go, Anita.
Rock is in the area. Is it a mineral?
Yes.
Is it an ore of some sort?
In a broad sense,
In
perhaps.
a broad sense.
Very broad.
Jeez, what are
What's
all
your
the...
language, doctor, if you don't mind?
What are the minerals now? Oh, my gosh. Does it have anything to do with coal?
No.
No.
Or...
Oddly enough, even if you got, suppose it was, they say, mostly manganese, just to make something up, that wouldn't help you, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
Unless you were remarkably scientific. Richard.
Is it manganese, doctor? Just for some... Is it something you're reclaiming? Such as old cans being ground?
No.
Because that's what I give my plants.
Yeah. It's good for them.
They all die, but it doesn't mean it's a bad fertilizer.
Just terrible plans.
All right. Is it something we would come in contact with any day, every day?
Not usually.
Not usually.
Very
we would only
rarely.
find it through research?
It's a difficult question to say yes or no to. We'd have to give you some kind of a qualified yes.
I will accept an or
Very well.
instead of a yes and no.
Three down, it's up to you, Pat.
Gee, this is fascinating. Dr. Baker, would it be something like uranium?
No.
Grow it yourself atom plant.
It's more like uranium than it is like a grilled cheese sandwich.
I was close then.
All things being relative.
Gold or silver. Something as outlandish as that. Something more simple, like cement.
Simple cement.
Much more expensive.
No, Dr. Baker's secret now is that the plants he has fertilized have been fertilized with soy sauce.
Oh.
No, I just said that to see if you were paying attention. They were fertilized with moondust. Yes, Henry?
No, I was just saying that a rock is in the area, but I would never know how to make that first step.
The material, of course, was brought back to Earth by astronauts, and Hoagie Carmichael immediately called them up, wanted to work something out, and it has proved beneficial to certain plants. Now, why the heck would that be, Doctor?
Well, we really don't know. That's what we're trying to find out.
How did you happen to put it on plants to begin with?
Well, the lunar materials were brought back, and of course, the United States wanted to ensure that anything that was brought back wouldn't be harmful. And so various plants and animals were challenged at the Lunar Receiving Laboratory, and of course nothing harmful showed up. But when they did put it on plants, why certain of the plants responded with an increased growth response.
Isn't that fascinating?
The only thing is they eclipse once a year. That's a little moon joke.
I like it. Well, Dr. Baker, it's a very exciting area of research, and we congratulate you on it. And it's nice to know that Lisa the Moon isn't made of green cheese, which we had at one time thought. Thank you very much for joining us.
We'll be back with our guest star, Paul Winchell, right after these messages.
Now we'll meet tonight's special guest, the star of the children's television show Runaround, Paul Winchell, and his sidekick, Jerry Mahoney. Nice to have you here, Paul. Nice to have you with us. Welcome to I've Got a Secret.
Be here. Hey, you can't wear that suit. They'll think you're Tinky Lee. Oh, no. Wait till you see the rest of this outfit, huh? Hey, who's this? This is Steve Allen. You've never met Steve Allen?
I don't think I've had the pleasure.
Well, no, not formally. Well, allow me to present Steve Allen, Jerry Mahoney.
How do you do? How do you do?
What is he, a wise guy? What?
No, we're meeting. How do you do?
Who's working your head? No,
wait a minute.
Just say, how do you do? That's all.
How do you do?
He's doing it again. All right. So, how do you do?
How do you do?
Try this one.
Wait
come on.
What is this? Too fast for me. Paul, as you can see, the panel is off stage. They are, in fact, at this moment in a soundproof room. The reason is that lets you explain your secret to everyone here.
Well, you see, my secret involves a brand new dummy. You got a new dummy? Yes, I do. And as a matter of fact, it's one of the handsomest dummies that I've ever had. Get out of here. No, really.
It really is, and we're going to see this incredibly handsome character right now as we open the Great Wall. It should be right back there if luck is with us. And I think when you see it, you'll... Wow. Say.
What do you think? Yuck. What do you mean, yuck? That's the ugliest looking thing I ever saw.
That's not nice to say, Jerry, because that's a perfectly lifelike replica. Looks like the real you, Paul. Where did you get it?
Well, as a matter of fact, this is this year's special. It's a his and her gift from Neiman Marcus.
Neiman Marcus.
That's right, that wonderful big store in Dallas.
Yeah.
No kidding. They make these things? Yes, they do. They make either a male or a female that looks exactly like the person who ordered it. And, well, I have recorded some words, just yes and no. So instead of my answering the panel...
it will seem that the dummy is answering? Is that
with the recorded yes and no that I did.
You mean you're not even going to do ventriloquism?
No, no ventriloquism tonight.
Then how am I talking?
We'll worry about that later.
What does one of these things cost, seriously?
This costs approximately $1,000 more than a female camel. You're kidding? No, I'm not. It costs $3,000.
$3,000?
$3,000, yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, $3,000.
You're not even worth $3,000.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's
what
wild.
I charge.
For the man who has everything, you can now give him himself for $3,000. That's wild. Okay, well, it sounds like a great gift for single ladies who don't already have a dummy around the house. Paul, why don't you and Jerry make yourselves comfortable there?
No, I'm not going to talk at all, you see.
You're not going to talk?
No.
Okay, we'll just hear from Jerry. And
Except when he's talking for me.
All right.
something like that.
He's recorded.
Okay, our friend here is being aided by a recording device. And I think... that we could probably send the panel. Incidentally, while the panel's coming in, for those of you who might have noticed this, I want everyone to know that a local newspaper here in Los Angeles told about Paul's appearance tonight and happened to mention his secret. When we read it this morning, we all hit the ceiling. But fortunately, we got on the phone immediately, checked with our panelists, and it just happened that none of them had read that particular item in the paper, so the secret is still safe.
He doesn't have a hole in his back like I do. Nothing.
No. Okay, Johnny, are they all coming in, getting into their chairs?
They're just about ready, Steve.
Good. I can see you rustling your little curtains over there, panel.
Matter of fact,
and as soon as the curtain is lifted, you will see your good friend and mine, Mr. Paul Winchell.
We will not.
And, well, you won't actually see him because you have your
great.
blindfolds on, but you'll have to trust me that he's here. And his little buddy, Jerry Mahoney, of course.
Yeah, I'm
And
here.
He's here, all right.
I'm here.
Paul's secret concerns what will be happening here on stage while you are questioning. And we'll start the questioning with Pat Carroll.
Hi, Paul.
Say hi.
Are you there, Paul?
Say hi. What do you say hi?
Yes.
Oh, is Jerry
Yes.
with you immediately, Paul?
Yes.
That's the greatest ventriloquism I ever saw.
Let me ask you a question. Does this secret have to do with Jerry working you?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
Are you two doing something that you don't ordinarily do as master and person? I don't know how. Paul, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, he's getting ready for forest lawn.
Okay, Pat, you may take up your blindfold now as we move over to Henry Morgan.
I think I'd like to go on with something that I think Pat was starting. Paul, are you in Jerry's immediate neighborhood? In other words, are you together?
Yes.
Or are you separated by any considerable distance?
No.
He said no.
I
Where are we
heard
going to
him.
get
Don't
a
get wise.
trunk for this thing?
Shut up, kid. Are you doing something other than just simple ventriloquial stuff?
Yes.
He said yes.
All right. You may take off your mask, Henry, and we'll go to Anita.
Does it have anything to do with your voice coming from somewhere else?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
That's great.
It's got something to do.
Your voice is coming from somewhere else. Is it coming from a machine of some kind?
Yes.
Paul,
That's right.
But you are standing there together.
Yes.
Say yes, you...
Are you speaking into some kind of equipment?
No.
Machine?
Answer, you dummy. Answer fast.
Listen, you dummy.
Okay, Anita, you may take off your mask, and now we go to Richard.
Paul, has Mattel drilled a hole in your back?
No.
I think that's a misleading answer, Lynch.
It's a
Yes.
misleading answer. Paul, are you dressed as Jerry at this
No.
moment?
And he said no.
Jerry, are you dressed as Paul?
No.
Just as I thought, they're
No.
both dressed as each other. Good. Now, see, Paul, your voice is over here. Are you on a videotape machine?
No.
Would
He
you
said-
like to be on one, Paul?
Yes, he would.
God, no.
Well, you were doing very well, panel, but this was a very tough.
You won't believe it, Dickie.
Yes. Paul's secret is that, as you can now see, we had this life-size dummy here that it was answering, with the aid of a tape recorder, was answering questions for him. And that's why you were just getting simple yeses and nos.
No, he never looked better in his life.
But isn't this a remarkable thing? You buy these, seriously, as the audience already knows, at Neiman Marcus in Dallas.
Very, very inexpensive, too. They're very, very cheap for one of these, Richard. $3,000.
Yes. Well, Paul, it was wonderful to have all three of you here this evening.
You know.
Oh, never mind. It was a pleasure to be here.
Our pleasure indeed.
And maybe I'll take this fella home with me if they don't mind $3,000 worth of it.
Sure, your wife and everything.
I've Got a Secret returns after these words.
All we have time to say is so long. So long. Thank you very much, panel. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Paul.